6 killed, 4 injured in Borno Boko Haram attack. EFCC confiscates Betta Edu and former Minister Sadia's passport as investigations continue. Naira continues fall against the dollar as volatility continues. On the foreign scene, gunmen storm live TV studio, injure 2 in Ecuador. Hello and welcome to the Trust TV News Update. I'm Aisha Salihu. Thank you so much for joining us. And now the news in full. I will begin on a sad note and with a security update where at least 6 people have been killed and 4 others injured at Bakassi Joint on the outskirts of Gajaram, the headquarters of Ngazai local government area of Borno State. The House of Assembly member represented Ngazai constituency, Muhammad Ali Gajaram, confirmed the attack, saying it happened on Sunday night. He said 9 insurgents rounded up the group of pokers who were playing cards and other local games around 8 p.m. and opened fire on them. Gajaram said the police commissioner has since visited the scene of the incident and directed that the remains of the dead be buried. He noted that a joint security meeting involving relevant stakeholders in Gajaram has been held to prevent a future occurrence. At least 20 persons have died in a boat mishap in Rivers State. The incident, which occurred on Andoni waterways in Andoni local government area of the state on Tuesday night, reportedly involved 2 passenger boats heading for Boni, a neighboring coastal council area. Chairman of Andoni local government area, Erastus Awortu, who disclosed the incident in a statement on Wednesday, expressed shock and condoled the families and communities of victims. He noted the council's efforts to save those who were alive, offer first aid assistance to the injured, and recover bodies of the dead from the river, and promised to assist the deceased families and communities in their trying moments. The council chairman harped on the need for boat operators to insist on total compliance of all passengers to safety measures and warned against night travels by sea. We move over now to political matters where the 2023 governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party in Adamawa State, Umar Ardo, has withdrawn his appeal against Governor Ahmadu Fintiri's re-election at the Supreme Court. The Court of Appeal in Abuja had in November dismissed a petition filed by Ardo challenging Fintiri's victory in the 2023 polls. In his ruling, Justice Ugochukwu Ogaku affirmed a previous decision of the tribunal led by Justice Theodora Uloho, which had dismissed Ardo's petition for being incompetent and not properly filed. The appellate court held that the appellants did not prove the allegations of corrupt practices and non-compliance to the Electoral Act against the Independent National Electoral Commission. Justice Ogaku said there was no basis to grant the appeal. The SDP candidate and his party had filed a petition at the State Governorship Election Tribunal after Fintiri was declared the winner of the poll. Ardo had sought the nullification of Fintiri's re-election on the grounds that there was substantial non-compliance with the Electoral Act, corrupt practices, threats, and violence during the exercise. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has seized the passports of the suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu, and her predecessor, Sadia Umar Farouk, over the ongoing investigations into scandals in the ministry. As the EFCC interrogated the suspended minister over the 44 billion naira fraud uncovered in the ministry, it was learned that managing directors of 3 commercial banks were also questioned on Tuesday over the fraud. The scandal involving Edu burst open after a leaked memo revealed that The suspended minister directed the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Madeng, to transfer 585 million naira to a private account owned by one Onielu Bridget, who the ministry claimed currently serves as the project accountant, grants for vulnerable groups. The minister had claimed that the 585 million naira payment was meant for vulnerable groups in Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Ogun, and Lagos states, describing the allegations against her as baseless. In deference to public pressure, the president on Monday suspended Edu and directed her to hand over to the permanent secretary in the ministry. We move on now to Borno State, where Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno has extended humanitarian support, disbursing 221.7 million naira foodstuff and wrappers to over 60,000 residents in Ngala local government area. The governor also called for the reactivation of the South Chad irrigation scheme, aims to uplift the livelihood of the resettled communities. Beatrice Kuritsi brings us this report.
Governor Zulum personally oversaw the distribution of 221.7 million naira at centers in Gamburu, Wulgo, and Ngala communities. In addition to cash, beneficiaries received wrappers, bags of rice, and maize. The governor expressed gratitude to President Tinubu for contributing 10,000 bags of rice to support these humanitarian activities,
in order to cushion the effect of their hardships. This local government area is one of the local government areas in Borno State that was severely affected by the insurgency. And therefore, government of Borno State decided to support them. More so, this local government area and Kalabalge local government of Borno State were victims of elephants. Their farm produce were completely destroyed by elephants. And therefore, we are here to provide a rescue mission to the community.
Mun gode mishi sosai, kasan kwanakin baya mun sha wahala sosai akan abubuwan da muka nome.
Days ago, I lost my farm produce to cow grazing after harvesting a small portion of the farm, but I didn't get anything from the beans I planted. I appreciate the governor for giving us food items. It will support me and my family. We are grateful for this gesture.
Nasa usanda daya da 5,000. Allah ya mishi albarka.
I was given a wrapper and 5,000 naira. May Allah bless the governor and grant him his heart desires and protect him. During his visit to Ngala, Governor Zulum announced plans to reactivate the South Chad irrigation scheme. This initiative targets Lake Chad, Gamburu, Dambore, Wulgo, Marte, and Kirenua, focusing on enhancing food security and creating employment opportunities.
I promise very soon. You have seen irrigation activities have started. From here to Gamborungala, I think it's about 15 kilometers. So we want to go beyond this point so that we shall completely establish a very strong irrigation scheme. We shall support the farmers, we shall support the communities, and this is the beginning.
Governor Zulum addressed concerns over the overloading of heavy trucks on the Maiduguri-Gamburu-Ngala road, emphasizing the economic impact and deterioration of the roads. He called for strict enforcement of weight restrictions, penalties for violators, and the establishment of weigh stations at strategic points. The governor commended the federal government's commitment to revitalizing federal roads in the state. Beatrice Kuruti, Trust TV News, Maiduguri.
The federal government has reassured motorists in Third Mainland Bridge users in Lagos of a smooth commute during the partial shutdown of the popular bridge, the longest in Nigeria, for comprehensive rehabilitation lasting 7 weeks. Trust TV reports that federal and state authorities were present to oversee the closure, facilitating the contractor's commencement of rehabilitation works.
The deterioration of the 11.8-kilometer bridge, marked by potholes in many sections, raised safety concerns among motorists considering its status as a crucial transportation route. While the Federal Ministry of Works previously conducted repairs on damaged sections, the comprehensive rehabilitation initially slated for 2023 began on Tuesday with the closure of one lane. During the closure, the Lagos State government outlined traffic flows arrangements. Mrs. Olukorode Keshi, the Lagos Controller, Federal Ministry of Works, emphasized the comprehensive nature of the repair works to prevent further disruptions. She assured that the federal government will ensure the contractor adheres to the schedule.
Some expansion joints have been identified as being defective. We're going to remove them and then we'll replace them during the period of these repairs. So once we are done with that, while we're doing that, we'll start the cap painting, the median painting, street lights, and then the replacement of the missing guardrails. And if time and money permits us, we intend to put CCTV station underneath Third Mainland Bridge to act as surveillance for the bridge so that we can protect one of the major infrastructure we have in Nigeria.
Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Osiyemi, confirmed the mobilization of State Traffic Management Authority LASMA to handle anticipated traffic congestions during the closure.
There will be some bit of discomfort, like Mrs. Keisha said, but we'll ensure that we make it as less stressful as possible. With the collaboration with police as well, that of course guarantees safety as well. So I'm sure we'll be good.
Babatunde Faniloye, Lagos Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, assured the public that the road safety officers have been deployed to manage the spillover effects, particularly on Eko Bridge.
There's going to be 24 hours observatory. There's going to be enforcement. There's going to be guide for motorists. We want just to enjoin motorists to please be patient and obey every traffic rule and traffic managers on the road.
The collaborative efforts aim to ensure public safety and minimize disruptions during the crucial rehabilitation period.
We move away from Lagos now to Jigawa State. In a proactive move to champion education and empower students in Jigawa State, Governor Umar Namadi has inaugurated a scholarship program targeting master's and law school students. The groundbreaking initiative seeks to support 150 students by awarding each recipient a scholarship of 50,000 naira. This scholarship program is set to allocate 4.5 billion naira annually. Notably, the governor's commitment extends to recognizing the significance of professional courses where students pursuing such programs are eligible for substantial financial assistance. Scholarships ranging from 200 to 300,000 naira each will provide invaluable support to those enrolled in professional courses, facilitating their academic pursuits. Governor Namadi underscored the government's unwavering commitment to investing in education as a cornerstone for human capital development, ensuring a promising future for Jigawa State.
This program, which is Embodied Student Care, initiated by the SSA Student Affairs, is going to the nook and corners of Jigawa State to get this kind of people and ensure that financial barrier do not stop them in pursuing their education. So this is a program, this program will continue. I will continue to identify people, both at the higher level and even at the lower level. You can see that the program also has an issue of providing uniform to primary school students. It's also part of the program to provide reading material to primary school students, those that cannot afford.
We thank Almighty Allah for giving us this time and witness this. We really appreciate the government of Jigawa State, particularly the SSA to discuss the government on governor on student affairs. This assistance actually will immensely help us, we students.
And now to a sad development. The Baba Adini of Lagos and chairman of the Executive Council of Lagos Central Mosque, Sheikh Abdullah Fiz Asamu Abu, is dead. Sheikh Abu died on Tuesday night at the age of 101. His burial will hold this Wednesday, January 10 by 2 p.m. at the Lagos Central Mosque. Meanwhile, condolences have been pouring for the deceased, with President Tinubu saying he received the news of the passing of Sheikh Abu with a heavy heart. In a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, the president celebrated the inspiring legacy of service, duty, and sacrifice of Baba, noting his extraordinary contributions to the Muslim Ummah, Lagos State, and beyond. The senator representing Lagos West District, Idiat Adebule, who commiserated with the late Sheikh Abu's family, the Muslim community in Lagos State, and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, described Sheikh Abu as a thoroughbred scholar whose impacts traverse beyond the shores of the country. The former Lagos State Deputy Governor said Nigerians would miss his scholastic views on a wide range of issues and wisdom in which he deployed to address critical issues. You're still watching the news update on Trust TV. Still ahead. Reactions continue to trail over Beta Edu saga. Details of this story and more to come after the break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Join us for the 21st Daily Trust Dialogue and presentation of the 2023 African of the Year. This year's theme, Tinubu's Economic Reforms, Gainers and Losers, will be chaired by Dr. Shamsuddin Usman, former Minister of National Planning. Guest speakers, Wale Edun, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy. Dr. Victoria Akai, Immediate Past Director General, Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Comrade Joe Ajero, President, Nigeria Labour Congress. This event takes place at NAF Conference Center and Suites, Kado Expressway, Abuja on Thursday, 25th of January 2024, 10 a.m. Attendance is free, and you can watch the live broadcast on Star Times Channel 164 or Nicomsat free to air. For sponsorship, branding, and participation, please contact 081-5176-4600 or 080-3392-8902. Don't miss this insightful dialogue shaping the economic landscape in Nigeria.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying. If you're just joining us, this is the news update on Trust TV. Here is a look at a recap of some of our top stories. You heard that 6 killed, 4 injured in Borno Boko Haram attack. Plus, EFCC confiscates Beta Edu and former Minister Sadia's passport as investigations continue. And now moving on to other stories. Prospective recruits into the Nigeria Police Force have pledged to channel their energies into assisting the force in the fight against the lingering insecurity bedeviling the country. They made the pledge shortly after being screened at the Yelwa Police Training School in Bauchi State. Trust TV's Adamu Imam was there and now reports.
The recruitment exercise for constables in the Nigerian Police Force is ongoing simultaneously throughout the nation. According to some prospective intakes, if given the opportunity to join the force, they will help bring sanity into the Nigerian police, especially in the area of operations.
I wish if I have this job for police, I will to serve my country and help my country with my energy.
And then I will try to do my best to take all the responsibility through my work. Anything that I can sacrifice to assist my nation, the all people, the entire people of my country, I will just try to do my best so that to see everything is going very drastically.
Meanwhile, small business operators are chasing in on the exercise to make bricks sales as demand for certain items as well as basic snacks increase within the period of the exercise.
And we have to come here to look for our daily bread because being the shop, there is no business going on. The economy is so dormant. I'm so sorry, Nigerian economy, nothing is so happy, so celebrate. Money is scarce, everybody is in need.
The prices are avoidable. It's what we purchase in the market, and everyone's know the economy of Nigeria today. What we bought like 2 to 3 years ago is times 3 today. And I believe all the Nigerians understand how the market is.
They are doing photocopy. I see all the photographers, they are keeping the place alive, snapping them passport for the screening.
The 2023-2024 police constables recruitment exercise is expected to reduce the number of unemployed youths throughout the country. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Reactions have continued to trail President Tinubu's decision to suspend the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu, on a alleged transfer of 585.1 million naira to private accounts. In Makurdi, residents have been commending the president for his decision, even as they urge the EFCC to follow due process in the investigation. Jimmy Azande reports.
Suspension of Betta Edu was long overdue because if there is any allegation on you, especially that kind of amount of money that was alleged to have been transferred by her to a private account, there is a need for her to be suspended so that proper investigation can be carried out. The president should not cover anybody. Whoever that is mentioned to have carried any money or diverted any money that belongs to the public should be suspended for a proper investigation to be carried out.
According to the residents, for any leadership to be what it sought, it must follow due process, embrace the rule of law, and also give a listening ear to public outcry. This, they said, President Tinubu has done in the Betta Edu saga.
Africa, politics of underdevelopment is the order of the day. It is key. Everybody is concerned about getting involved in corrupt practices. And so until our people realize that this kind of politics that we play here in Africa is not getting us anywhere, and when we shun politics of underdevelopment, it will mean a step in the right direction, and so many people will play the kind of politics that will bring about development.
About 2 or 3 of them are sacked like that, of this impunity that have been practicing. I don't think we'll be discussing about corruption much in this country.
Others have the opinion that if the suspended minister is found guilty, it will be a setback for the youth population which he represented as the youngest minister appointed in the Tinubu cabinet.
I don't like the idea of giving something to a young person and the person misbehaving. Basically, these old men think we young people cannot hold any office, and that character shows that young people cannot hold any office. My advice to people who are holding public office is that they should learn from this woman's mistake. They should know that you cannot do and get away with it as it is before. You know, if the president himself is against this, I think there will be no corruption in this country by the step he has made so far.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has begun investigation into the financial dealings of the ministry as ordered by the president. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
And now to business. The naira fell to 1,089 naira.51 kobo per dollar on the official investor and exporter window on Tuesday. The currency fell by 27.19% from the 856 naira.57 kobo per dollar. It closed on Monday. According to data from the FMBQ Securities Exchange, on Tuesday, the naira opened trading at 922 naira.22 kobo per dollar, rose to a high of 1,200 251 naira per dollar and low of 720 naira per dollar before closing at 1,089 naira 0.51 kobo per dollar. Total forex turnover on the day was $97.45 million. This is the fourth time the naira will close below 1,000 naira on the official window. Tuesday's 1,089 naira 0.51 kobo per dollar is the second lowest the naira has closed on the official FX window since the Central Bank of Nigeria removed the rate cap of the currency. We'll now take it away from Nigeria. Masked gunmen have broken into a live television studio in Ecuador and threatened terrified staff. Employees were forced onto the floor during the broadcast by the public television channel TC in the city of Guayaquil before the live feed cut out. Police say they later freed all the staff and made 13 arrests. The station said 2 employees were injured. At least 10 people have been killed since a 60-day state of emergency began in Ecuador on Monday. The emergency was declared after a notorious gangster vanished from his prison cell. It is unclear whether the incident at the TV studio in Guayaquil was related to the disappearance from a prison in the same city of the boss of the Chineros gang, Adolfo Marquez Villamar, or Fito, as he is better known. In neighboring Peru, the government ordered the immediate deployment of a police force to the border to prevent any instability crossing into the country. And with that, we've come to the end of the news update at this hour. But remember, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentary. I'm Aisha Salihu. I'll see you again.